How Einstein's brain was different. And why was it stolen? He was a genius who left the world with his theories and was aware that his brain was threatened. As a result, he requested that his body be buried following his demise. Unfortunately, there was someone who was really interested in his body and wanted an in-depth study. The doctor then stole the brain and dissected it into 240 little pieces. Despite decades of research, he was yet to discover anything until one day, when the study shocked the world. Einstein requested that his body be cremated because he knew that people would want to study his brain after his demise. When he passed away on April 13, 1955, a doctor named Dr. Thomas Harvey secretly took his brain during the autopsy. Dr. Harvey wanted to study Einstein's brain, so he kept it, even if it meant losing his job at Princeton Hospital. Later, Einstein's son, Hans Albert, permitted him to research the brain. Dr. Harvey then cut it into 240 pieces and stored them in his basement. This led to disagreements between him and his wife. His wife used to threaten him, saying she would throw his brain outside. The disputes eventually led to divorce. Dr. Harvey took the brain to Wichita, Kansas, and began working as a medical supervisor. In his spare time, he attempted to understand Einstein's brain here. Following that, he frequently changed jobs and moved to different cities. Even after many years, Dr. Harvey was unable to conduct any significant research on Einstein's brain. Instead, his medical license was cancelled. When Einstein's brain was first taken out, it was wise to send various sections to top brain scientists for extensive analysis. This study began in 1985, 30 years after the brain was extracted. Over the next 28 years, many investigations were done on Einstein's brain. These investigations showed that his brain differed from most people's in a variety of ways. The most significant difference was found in the corpus callosum. The human brain is split into two halves. Each half controls the opposite side of the body. The right brain controls the left side, and the left brain controls the right side. The corpus callosum connects these two halves and helps them work together, so Einstein's brain had a unique structure in this area. Consider typing with both hands on a keyboard or mobile device. The left hand is typing alphabets, while the right is doing the same. Your left hand made a mistake while typing, and you immediately erased it with your right. This means that when your right brain makes a mistake, it signals your left brain to correct it. The corpus callosum is the link that connects the two halves of the brain, and Einstein's corpus callosum was larger than the average person's. Einstein's brain has a strong connection between the left and right sides, allowing him to think about difficult problems. His brain also has a unique structure that helps his neurons to function properly. This meant that he could solve difficult math problems mentally rather than using a calculator. A study discovered that Einstein's brain weighed 1,230 grams, but the average human brain weighs roughly 1,400 kilos. His brain had more neurons because its outer layer was thinner. His math and science knowledge was so impressive that teachers often got nervous when he asked questions because they were sometimes too hard for them to answer. From a young age, Einstein wanted to create a simple equation to explain the universe, and that became his life goal. At 26, he published 4 papers that amazed the world. He earned a PhD and won a Nobel Prize for his important contributions. Without his work, science would be incomplete. Some experts believe that Einstein's brain was special from birth because he always sought answers to his questions. This helped his brain develop uniquely. Today, Einstein's brain is preserved in microscopic slides at the Mutter Museum in America.